Olympia, what is that?
You've come of age, Cassandra. As the daughter of Vandal Savage, these are the things you should know.
This is the story of man, of all mankind, of one man. The history of human evolution.
Traced with the light of truth through time immemorial, leads back to a time of darkness. And to him. Man has known him by many names, but the truths in these pages will define him as the savior called
Vandal Savage.
The fire from the sky had touched the ground not far away.
It seemed to call to him, and he was compelled to follow that call. But an old nemesis found him first. The cave bear was twice his size, with claws and teeth evolved to shred flesh and bone. And the bear set upon Vandal to eat him alive.
In the game of life and death, fear makes one weak. But when fueled by purpose beyond survival, man can become powerful.
Vandal's quest for the Skyfire gave him the power to defeat the bear. And standing victorious over the dead creature that once haunted his dreams, Vandal felt like a god. Baptized by the blood of his adversary, the spearhead of human evolution had been forged. Sense when something was different about it. The corpses lining the path to the Skyfire warned him away, but his quest urged him forward, to the source of the Skyfire, a rock from out of the darkness, yet alive with light. Heart racing, he reached out to touch this gift from the stars, but was halted by intense pain. And as blood and spirit drained away, the last thing Vandal saw before surrendering was the shadowy but unmistakable form of man.
Man and Superman, bugs and new gods. Balance is key for both species to coexist. But when balance is lost, when one species grows stronger than another, it rarely works out well for the weaker group. 50,000 years ago, humans shared the world with another species, the Neanderthal.
Humans must have had a genetic advantage over them. They thrived and outgrew Neanderthals in number. And while the details are unclear, Homo neanderthalensis was driven to extinction, while Homo sapiens survived. Then, whether through random mutation, evolution, or something else entirely, a new species of human emerged. The first metahuman. Now humans share the world with metas, and we find ourselves grappling with the big question. Can we all achieve balance?
The quest of another would change his purpose forever. His name was Darkseid. In our history's 13th century, he came from the planet Apocalypse to claim the Earth for his empire. But Vandal, known in this era as Genghis Khan, ruler of the largest empire in human history, had his own plans for his world. Backed by two of his gifted sons, the Great Khan waged war against Darkseid's superior forces, and were easily defeated. But not before impressing Darkseid with their unique genetic gifts.
Sire, sturdy stock for the anti-life equation.
Eyes opened by his opponent's power, and the fact of his existence, Vandal seized the moment and made a proposition. Together, Savage and Darkseid would conquer the galaxy. Intrigued by this brazen human and the gifted armies he might raise, Darkseid agreed. Both men knowing that when the galaxy fell, Earth and Apocalypse would wage a final battle. Winner take all. Vandal, then known as the demigod hero Marduk, led his children into battle against the star creature. Its origin? Unknown. Its intent to enslave all of Babylonia. Marduk's Babylonia. Amidst the carnage, Marduk's son Nabu fell to the scourge. But Marduk did not stop to mourn him. Instead, he led his daughter Ishtar forward.
Daughter.
The alliance between father and daughter defeated the star creatures. and in defending Babylonia, in leading its people through the city's darkest hour, Marduk and Ishtar together would become known by all as the Light.
How do pieces of a millennia-old statue come to be buried in such distant places across the planet?
The real question is why a collection of our greatest enemies works together to find them. This is clearly another operation of the Light.
Like we needed more of a reason to hate on them. Where do we go from here? We still don't know where Dr. Sandsmark is, and there's no tracer to follow this time.
Find something.
I searched the Watchtower database for relevant matches. The statue, what is left of it, is thousands of years old. Carbon dating suggests 2nd millennium BCE, by surface world reckoning. It is engraved with a combination of ancient Babylonian cuneiform and something else.
It almost looks like a circuit board.
This is an obscure drawing from a Babylonian temple scholar, 2nd millennium. Notice the similar carvings. Certain xenology specialists have suggested this could be evidence of an archaic alien race. The statue depicts a primordial chaos creature named Tiamat, from the legend of Tiamat and Marduk. The story is one of the oldest recorded versions of what your scholars call the Chaos Conf myth.
The Chaos what now?
The Chaos Conf myth. A story that represents the battle between chaos and order.
I hate the fuzzy sciences.
In this version of the myth, Tiamat was set loose to destroy the world and put an end to the conflict. So the gods issued a summons for a hero, and Marduk, a young demigod from Mesopotamia, answered the call. Marduk was said to have petitioned the 4 winds to create lightning and rain to defeat Tiamat. After that, Marduk was inducted into the Babylonian pantheon, and his name passed into legend as the God of Gods.
Does that mean Marduk was some kind of ancient superhero?
That is the theory.
Oh, but it is exactly my kind of game. Charades, to be exact. In fact, it's one of the oldest charades ever played.
What do you mean?
Sorry, no spoilers. You know, it took me months to piece the clues together and get that gate going in Greece. Took me months.
Riddler and the Light must have been monitoring our satellites from the first day of the dig. So when we found the fragment, they knew.
Dr. Sandsmark, is there anything more you can tell us about the Light's plans? Anything you might have seen or overheard?
Remember when I said the markings on the statue were from an alien race? I asked Green Lantern to consult the Guardian's historical records on Oa. He learned Tiamat was not truly a creature at all. It was a piece of alien technology, an ancient weapon. This statue is that weapon. Garth, wait. I do not think you should. You recovered the last fragment.
Great. So the Light is about to release an unstoppable chaos creature thing on the world, and we don't have a clue how to stop it?
We're missing something here. In Gotham, Riddler said something about one of the oldest charades ever played. I'll bet he was talking about Marduk and Tiamat.
A charade?
Well, if Tiamat was so unstoppable, then how did Marduk, a young, unknown hero, manage to do it all on his own?
Like any other machine.
He must have shut it down.
But how?
Don't know. But when he was done, he scattered the pieces across the planet to prevent a repeat performance. Worked until now.
Does that...
Nah. Besides, the dragon isn't even the real prize.
What is it?
Oh, just Marduk's big secret.
That tablet is how Marduk defeated Tiamat?
Nightwing! Nightwing! The tablet is an artifact of order!
Of course! That's the charade Riddler was talking about.
I'm getting to it! Other than that, the tablet is perfectly intact. Uh-oh. Hey, come back with that tablet! Stupid cat. Time to jackbuster. No! I wake the dragon as a weapon for the Light, and then the tablet of destiny
It's mine! They promised!
Tablet of Destiny. This is the secret. This is what Marduk used to stop...
Tiamat.
Give it to me!
Come and get it.
My tablet!
We have lost our only means of destroying Tiamat. This is gonna be impossible without that tablet.
My magic was useful before. I will try to hold her back.
Marduk became known as the God of Gods, but the tablet was not the only thing he had to sacrifice in order to defeat Tiamat. He was inducted into the Babylonian pantheon posthumously. He had to sacrifice himself.
We recovered the statue fragments from Marduk's temple, and we will destroy them.
For more information on Bad Girls Club, go to Oxygen.com.